أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope all of you will be doing good and enjoying Ramzan at home. So girls, as you know that as per government orders we cannot take physical classes, face to face classes, so that's why again we shifted towards the online videos. So girls, I hope this time you will watch all the videos on time regularly, because you have to focus on your study this time, because we have a very short time, we have a very limited time. So please do focus on your studies and do watch all the videos according to the schedule. Okay girls, the spread which we are going to study today is 2.21, that is about the uptake of water and minerals by roots, means how the minerals and waters are uptaken with the help of roots. As we know girls, that water and ions, mineral ions are present in the soil. We already know this. So as we already know that water and mineral are present in the soil, and plant do need water for photosynthesis. We already studied this, that plant need water for photosynthesis. Clear? It is one of the raw material for photosynthesis. Plant also need minerals as the nitrogen for preparation for making amino acid. Plant also need magnesium for making chlorophyll. Clear? So plant also need minerals, plant also need water for completing their requirements wherever it is needed. Clear? So from where we get these two things? These two things are present in the soil. Clear? And plant uptake these two materials with the help of root hair cells, mean the root cells. Plant have a roots. Clear? Plant have a roots. So these are the hairs of plant. Okay, so the cells from which these root hairs are made. Okay, clear girls? From the cells on which these root hairs are made, these root hair cells are responsible to absorb the water and ions from the soil. Clear girls? Let's come to the book again. So plant need water for photosynthesis, and plant need minerals for completing different requirements, for making amino acids, for making proteins, for making chlorophyll and all. Okay, so these two materials are present inside the soil, beneath the soil, and plant need to absorb these material from the soil. So for absorbing these material, plants have root hair cells that are present under the soil for absorbing these materials. Clear? So here is the structure of plant. You can see this is a plant, this is the upper portion of the plant. Here there is a partition, that is soil, and this is the lower portion of the plant. You can see this circled portion here, this circle portion you can see. Okay, so this circle portion which is encircled here, it is zoomed. This big picture is the zoomed picture of this circled one. Clear girls? This is a complete plant. The upper portion is a shoot, the lower portion is a root that is under the soil, and here there is a circle portion which is zoom out. Here is a big picture of that circle portion, in circle portion. Clear girls? Now we are going to study how plant absorb water with the help of root hair cell, and when the plant need to absorb water. Clear? Okay, as we know that photosynthesis taken place in the daytime, because photo mean light, synthesis mean to manufacture. So photosynthesis occurs in the daytime. So in the daytime we know that stomatas are open all the time to take carbon dioxide from outside, as carbon dioxide is one of the raw material for photosynthesis. Clear? So as the stomatas are open in the daytime, what happened? The water that is present in the plant cell, they are start transpiring, mean transpire होना start हो जाते हैं from the leaves. Okay, here girls look at this diagram. This is a leaf. Okay, this is a leaf. Let me clear it out. And here the stomatas are present. It's just a rough diagram to make it clear to you. Okay girls, suppose in the lower part of the leaf there is a stomatas. These are remain open for photosynthesis to take carbon dioxide. Okay, but what happened, while taking carbon dioxide they start removing water from the leaf surface. Mean the water is transpiring. Transpiration is mean the removal of water with the in the light through the stomata. Mean in the daytime the removal of water with the help of these stomata, this is known as transpiration. Mean transpire mean evaporates type. Okay, so the leaf in the daytime for photosynthesis the stomatas are open, they are taking carbon dioxide, but along with that they are removing water. Because the stomata are open, so they are slowly and gradually supposed to remove the water. Okay, this is the mechanism. So what happens, as the water is removing from the stomata, so there is the water falls in the plant, mean the water level drops in the plant. Clear? So so now now plant needs to take more and more water to complete the deficiency of water. Clear girls? So to combat, mean to recover the deficiency of water inside the plant, what the plant do, the plant absorb the water from the soil with the help of root hair cell. Clear girls? Here you can see water is drawn up by the xylem. We know that xylem is responsible to transport water to all part of the body, but before reaching the water to the xylem, the water has to come from somewhere. Clear? So the water come from the root hair cell from the soil. From the soil the root hair cell absorbs water. Clear? And this water crosses the cell wall. As we know, the cell wall is a semi permeable membrane. It allow only some molecule to enter into the cell, but it is permeable to water. It do allow the water to enter. Clear? So the root hair cells, the cell wall allow the water molecule to enter into it. Okay, here in the mid there is a cortex, mean the middle portion of the cell is a cortex, so it also crosses the cortex portion. After crossing the cortex portion, all the cells of the root hair cell, it comes to the xylem, the tube like structure. Okay, xylem is a tube like structure, it is a pipe like structure. Clear? Which is responsible to pump water to all part of the body. Clear girls? So let me read this first point, that water is drawn up the soil xylem to replace the water lost at the leaves. Mean the water that is lost at the leaves because of what? Transpiration. So to recover that water, the water has to be drawn up to the xylem. Okay, to replace the water lost at the leaf. This upward flow of the water is known as transpiration stream. Transpiration stream mean because the water is lost due to the transpiration, so that is why the water has to be drawn up, and this drawn up of water into the xylem is known as transpiration stream. मतलब वो खींचता है. Clear? वो खींच रहा होता है, पानी को ड्रॉन अप कर रहा होता है. क्यों? क्योंकि ऊपर से, बिकॉज ऊपर से पानी आउट हो रहा है, नीचे से पानी आ रहा है, ऊपर से पानी आउट हो रहा है, नीचे से पानी आ रहा है. सो दिस इज ड्रैगिंग, ड्रॉन अप, mean putting something upward. Clear? So this type of movement or this type of upward flow is known as transpiration stream, because due to transpiration the water has been lost, so this water is now replaced with the water that is present in the soil, and it is drawn up with the help of root hair cell, but the mechanism is known as transpiration stream. Clear? So this is the first point, that water is lost from the leaves due to the photosynthesis because the stomatas are open, so that is why the water has to be taken up by the soil, and the water that is taken up by the soil at this stage is known as transpiration stream. Because of this transpiration the water is needed to taken up. Clear? In the second step, what are they saying, that water is forced to cross the membrane and cytoplasm of the cell, and the cell wall contain a waxy material which makes them impermeable to water. This allows the water of the membrane to select which substance can enter the xylem and be distributed throughout the body. Okay, here they are saying that as on the upper surface of the cell wall there is a waxy material, so it is impermeable to water. But because we need a water and xylem is responsible to transport water, so the water is forced to cross the membrane and cytoplasm, so it will enter into the xylem and will distribute it to whole part of the plant. Clear? So here they are saying that there is a cell membrane, cell wall. On the upper layer of the cell wall there is a waxy cuticle, so it won't allow the water because it is impermeable to water. But they are saying that because xylem need water, because it is needed to transport to all part of the body, so the water is forced to cross the cell membrane or to cross the membrane or to cross the cytoplasm to enter into the xylem. Clear, girls? Now here they are saying that water crosses the living cell of the cortex by osmosis through the cell and by suction through the semi-permeable membrane cellulose wall. Almost all of the water moves up across the cortex by route B. Okay, here they are saying that simply osmosis we know that the diffusion of water molecule from higher concentration towards the lower concentration, and suction वही mean to cross the here this point. Suction through the freely permeable cellulose wall mean forcefully cross the impermeable membrane, that is impermeable to water. It forcefully cross that membrane and enter into the xylem. Same they are saying that they follow the B route, mean they follow the B route by forcefully crossing the cell wall and enter into the cortex. Cortex means the middle point, the middle. Let me show you here. Here you can see, girls, this is the cell, okay, vascular cell. Okay, here there is a middle portion, you can see cortex. This cortex is responsible to store water for a future purpose. Clear, girls? This cortex is responsible to store water for a future purpose. So here they are saying that water crosses the living cell of cortex, mean water crosses the cortex and then it enter into the xylem and then it is delivered to all part of the body of plant body. Clear? Here, okay, here in the fourth point they are saying water enter root hair cells by osmosis from the thin film of water surrounding the particle of the soil. Mean in the soil the water is filled, okay, there is a water, the thin film of water is present, okay. So the water enter into the root through root hair cells with the help of osmosis, and the soil water has higher water potential than the cytoplasm of the root hair cell. Mean in the cytoplasm of the root there is less water and in the soil there is a lot of water, so higher concentration at outside, lower concentration at inner side. So what will happen, it will move from higher concentration to low concentration. Here they are saying that almost all of the water move across the, here they are saying that so that water move down the water potential gradient, mean it will move according to the concentration gradient from higher concentration to lower concentration. But girls, remember one thing, sometimes what happens that there is a higher concentration of water and mineral inside the plant, ओके, मीन प्लांट में वाटर और मिनरल की कंसंट्रेशन ज़्यादा होती है और सॉइल में कम होती है, बट स्टिल द प्लांट नीड water and minerals. So at that condition the plant we can say the diffusion that will take place against the concentration gradient, mean it will move from lower to high, mean from the soil to the plant में ज़्यादा है soil में कम है, but still it will move from lower to high to what to complete its demand. Clear, girls? So let me summarize this page that in this spread we studied about plant need water and minerals according to their demand, and these water and minerals are present in the soil, so they are taken up by soil with the help of root hair cells. Okay, here there is a root underneath the soil. This is the zoom picture of this this root cells. Okay, so here in the soil the water is present. First of all, what happened, as the stomata of the leaves are open in the daytime for photosynthesis to take carbon dioxide, so it is open. So to remove this carbon as the stomata are open, so they are removing out water with the help with the process of transpiration. So as transpiration occurs, so there is a deficiency of water taken place in the plant. So what happened? This deficiency is covered up by taking water from the soil with the help of root hair cell, and this mechanism of taking water because of loss of transpiration is known as transpiration stream. So the water is absorbed into the root hair cell and by crossing the cell wall forcefully, okay, because on the cell wall there is a vesicuticle which won't allow it to pass, so it crossed the cell wall forcefully because it is needed to enter into the xylem for transportation to all part of the body. So the water entered into the root hair cell and then it traveled into the xylem. Here they are saying that when the concentration of water is high outside the plant cell and low in the plant cell, so what will happen? According to concentration gradient, the water will move inside the plant from higher to lower. But sometime what happens, there is a high concentration of water and minerals in the plant and low in the soil, but still the plant need the water and minerals, so it will move against the concentration gradient, mean from low to high, from soil to plant, to complete their demand. And from moving अगेंस्ट कंसंट्रेशन ग्रेडियंट मीन जब वो अगेंस्ट कंसंट्रेशन ग्रेडियंट मूव करते हैं, लो से हाई की तरफ मूव करते हैं, दे नीड एनर्जी एंड दिस एनर्जी कम्स फ्रॉम respiration. As we know, in respiration energy has been released, so this energy is responsible for transporting the material against the concentration gradient. Here we have a graph, you can see this graph. कहते हैं कि हमारे पास the uptake of ion uptake by diffusion, no energy is required, so the process is not affected by low concentration of oxygen. That mean that here simply the process of diffusion occur, they didn't taken up oxygen, they didn't taken up respiration, so the process is slow, quite slow. You can see how much slow it is. But once ion uptake by active transport, energy is supplied by the respiration, so ions are taken up more quickly when more oxygen, mean when more oxygen is available, so more energy has been produced and more ion has been uptake, and you can see the graph is high. While when there is no energy taken up, when there was a deficiency of oxygen, so there was less energy, so they simply taken up the molecule with the help of diffusion without energy. So that is why here the graph is, the value is very low, but slowly and gradually when the oxygen concentration is high, so a lot of energy has been produced, active transport has been taken, and what happens, the uptake of ion has been increased. Active transport is like when the movement of molecule from low concentration to high concentration by using energy and sometimes carrier proteins. We already studied this in the starting spread of second chapter, clear girls? So here they are saying that if there is no energy, so the diffusion process is very slow, the uptake of ion is very slow. But if there is more oxygen, so more energy will be produced, and the uptake of ion by active transport, mean against the concentration gradient will be high, and you can see a lot of ions will be uptaken. Clear girls? So this was all about the spread 2.21, which is about uptake of water and minerals by roots. Hope this spread is clear to you. If there is any query, any confusion, any difficulty regarding this spread, you can ask me in the chat box on portal. I'll try my best to resolve all your problems and issues. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.